let's defeat our opponent and make plays while we're doing it. Create more turnovers and just be aggressive and exciting in nature.
So are we to assume that the defense wasn't aggressive and exciting in your mind up to this
Well,
point?
I think we look at our stats, we haven't had a lot of interceptions here recently. We haven't had a lot of turnovers. So we need to force the action a little bit more and try to get the ball to our offense.
How much tactically can you change in just a week?
There's not a lot you can change. You know, we've been with this system now this is my 3rd year, so, and Denny was here for 4. So, you know, you were kind of ingrained in what you're doing. There's some subtle little things you can probably do. Maybe change your emphasis in some certain areas, but basically you're going to have to play the same system.
Well, usually in a lot of sports, when the assistant coach, you know, they're kind of a buffer between the head coach or the coordinator or whatever. How do you see your relationship changing with the players now, and can you motivate them in a different way that perhaps Denny did?
Well, we all have our different personalities, so I'm just going to try to be myself, and hopefully that creates some positive things. And but you know, I'm not going to be different than what I have been before. You know, sometimes they always say when you become a head coach or you become a coordinator, you take a stupid pill or an arrogance pill or something like that. And I'm just going to try to be me.
Can you talk about how different, I guess different is the word, but how can we expect you to call a game, and how different will you be from Denny in that sense?
Well, I think I'll probably be a little bit different just because I'm a secondary coach, and I think from the top down as opposed to where Denny's a front coach and thinks from the front backwards. So probably in that respect, I'd call the game differently. You know, every coach, whether it's Tom or myself or Casey or Mark, we'd all call a game differently. You know, we're all going to call it according to our personalities. So I guess you'll have to see how it turns out, because, you know, I'm not sure exactly how I'd do it every game, every call or anything like that. Some of it's just a gut feeling.
How much of an opportunity is this for you?
Well, I mean, it's an opportunity, obviously, and I think I'm really more concerned with the team having more success than my opportunity. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but I mean, really, we made this change because we want the team to be successful, and hopefully, you know, it's going to be Casey and Mark and Tom and I. You know, it's going to be a cumulative effort. It's not just one person.
Did you sense that there was a little bit of friction with the defensive guys, the backs and the fronts, and just why things weren't being done a certain way? Did you sense that at all?
I don't know, maybe a staleness or something like that, but I don't think there's a friction amongst the players or anything like that.
Players start with a clean slate. Miguel Robide obviously hasn't got a chance with the old coordinator. Do you come in with a clean slate with these guys? What are your thoughts on Miguel?
I think you'll probably see Miguel seeing more action than what he has.
Are you a believer in the 3-4, or do you?
I've coached both. I've coached the 3-4 and the 4-3. Probably, you know, I started my coaching career as a 3-4 coach, and then, you know, my latter years as a coordinator in college, I was a 4-3 coach. So, and really, the 3-4 system that we employ here has a lot of elements of the 4-3 defense. It's just that we had used 4 linebackers to do it. So.